Well, good afternoon. You continue to be with us here at CNN News 18. I am Ridhima Bhatnagar. We're beginning this broadcast with some exclusive and breaking details coming in. There are more revelations now in the Bihar terror module. The PFI, the Popular Front of India investigation, gives Patna police fresh leads into plans and the modus operandi. Sources also telling CNN News 18 that Nupur Sharma, the ex-spokesperson of the BJP's residential address, was also found stored on the phone of the accused, Athar. Now, when confronted, Athar said that someone had actually forwarded it to him. Phones are now being tested forensically. CNN News 18 approached the PFI for their reaction, and we're still waiting for their reply. Let me bring in my colleagues, Arunima, who's getting us all these details. We'll shortly be joined by my colleague Saurabh Rathore as well. Arunima, even yesterday we had broken exclusive details of how the role of PFI is under the scan as far as the Bihar terror module is concerned. But what are the fresh leads that the police, as far as the Patna police is concerned, that they're working with now?
So now they've started examining the mobile phones and also confronting the accused with the details that are recovered from the mobile phone. One thing that they have managed to unearth from Athar's, one of the suspects' phone, is the residential address of former BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma. When Athar was asked as to why this phone, why this residential address is stored in your phone, he said that somebody had forwarded it to him. But the police suspect that this was part of that design. You have seen the Udaipur incident also, the Amravati incident also, how Nupur Sharma and her comments had begun the rallying points for radicalized youngsters from the Muslim community. So they suspect that just finding her residential address on the phone is not a matter of coincidence. It is not as simple as it looks that somebody forwarded and it was just on his phone. They are now wanting to confront him. They're also examining his phone, not just through normal eye, but also through the forensic means available. Forensic tests are being conducted to get to the bottom of this. So far, we were seeing this module only as a module of radicalization, but the police is also keeping an eye whether this had reached the stage of terror conspiracy as well.
Arunima, I'll just request you to stay on with us. Our colleague Saurabh is joining us on the broadcast from Patna. We also have Harish Upadhyay, who is joining us on the broadcast. Saurabh, let me come to you first. I agree with the point that Arunima is making, that it is not looking like this was a coincidence to have the residential address of Nupur Sharma. But what are sources on the ground telling you? What is going to be the protocols that are going to be followed to ensure that this testing of these phones now take place forensically?
Nupur Sharma has always been a talk in Bihar also, and we have seen incidents of violence since the statement was made. On July 6th in Bhojpur district, a youth was attacked by some Muslim men, namely Muhammad Rais. The crowd attacked on him because he posted some stories relating to Nupur Sharma's statement. Now again, today we have reported that there is an incident in Sitamarhi a few days back on 16th of July. A youth named Ankit Jha, he was stabbed with knife 6 times, and the reason behind it was that he put a story of Nupur Sharma, and it was a matter of discussion when this quarrel began at a pan shop in Sitamarhi, and the guy was brutally stabbed and he's in hospital right now. So as far as Nupur Sharma is concerned, the PFI and the PFI workers, they have protested multiple times in the state of Bihar, and people here are not happy with his statements. We have seen so many protests happening. Now the police, they are investigating on this matter. We are learning that several agencies, central agencies along with Patna SIT and ATS, they both, all of them are interrogating the accused one by one. Yesterday, the remand of the custody of Athar Parvez and Arman Malik got over, and after the interrogation was over, we came to know about these facts that Nupur Sharma's phone number and other address was also found in the phone of Athar Parvez. Moreover, many other documents and other revelations have also come forward, which the police are saying that it's in the right direction of their investigation, and it is matching all those suspicion that the police have brought forward. So the investigation investigation is in the right direction, and the police, they are confirming that many more revelations are going to come.
Okay, let me just take one quick question from Harish also. Harish, what do we know so far as the accused Athar is concerned?
Well, PFI not really putting out much on his role or what his role was within the organization. Was he a member? Since when was he a member? None of this being spoken by the PFI. PFI, in fact, hasn't responded to the questions sent out by CNN News 18 on specifics about Athar or Nupur Sharma's address being found on his device, their mum on it. This is something that we've seen with the PFI. They would usually take a few days' time before they come out with any sort of a response. They do understand that many of it will also reach the court. So we've seen PFI being guarded on many of these issues, whether it's on funding or the latest revelation.
Okay, I'll just request my colleagues to stay on with us. We're getting